Hey guys, WineGuyWiz here. I decided to create this vlog or video podcast because as a wine guy, as a wine lover, I think it's important to go to the grocery store or wherever you get your wine, the market, and really know what's going on there. I've seen so many times where people walk down the aisle, talk to people that work at the store about wine, and they're really clueless as far as what am I looking for, what kind of grape do I want, what region am I interested in. So I'm going to bring you this daily, sometimes weekly. We'll see how it goes. Review of some of the wines that I've been drinking to give you a little bit more analysis and perspective so you can make those important decisions in the grocery store or wherever you're ordering or getting your wine from. So for today's review, we are going to do a 2018 red Zinfandel, not white Zinfandel, red Zinfandel from Italia, called Pinetti. Pinetti from Puglia, which is in the heel of Italy. And Zinfandel's thicker skin grape, usually higher alcohol content due to the fermentation process, higher sugar content. And what we're going to do is I'm going to rank these wines and then also give you a little bit of history, a little bit of background, maybe some occasional tasting notes. It's not meant to be a full tasting, but I will do 2 sips so that I can get an idea of what the wine is like. And then I will score it between 0 and 8, 8 obviously being the highest. 1 to 2 ranked wines are usually, you want to avoid those unless you're really hurting. 3 to 4, decent wines, but probably not the best choice. 5 to 6 could be a good value wine, could be a wine that goes well with a meal, could be just a top of the line wine that's out there, and 7 to 8 is really a top-notch wine. So we're going to review this wine to start out with. I'm going to be bringing you all different types of wines, red and white, sweet wines, dessert wines, a little bit of everything, because I really want people to enjoy wines but also know what they're drinking. And I tend to think that I have a pretty good palate as well, a refined palate, if I may say so. So again, today we're reviewing Pinetti, a red Zinfandel 2018 from southern Italy. I've got the bottle here. You can see that it's a nice screw top, which is easy to open. It is usually Zinfandel are going to give you, red Zinfandel are going to give you cherry, blackberry, sometimes a spicier note, not so much as a Shiraz, but they do tend to go well with spicy food and dark meats. I've got my glass here. I'm not going to do this every time, but it's important, when you're first tasting wines, this is obviously a little bit too much of a pour. You don't need a big pour for a tasting. You want to look at the color, and I've got a stemless glass here. You also want to look at, the texture of the wine, how it sits in the glass, and the kind of colors that it's giving off here. Again, I want to give you a good ranking so that you can get a better idea of how a wine tastes and its value when you go to the store. So first thing you want to do, you want to sniff or smell the bouquet, as we call it. I did work for a few years in the wine industry, but I've just stayed with loving wine because wine unites people. It brings people together, tells you a lot about the world, and it really goes well with food as well. I may do some of these wines with food, but for now it's just going to be purely wine. So you want to get that bouquet. You can swirl it around a little bit if you want. You want to let the wine aerate or sit out in the air for a little bit. And then on the first sip, you want to suck some air in to really get the taste. So here it goes. WineGuyWiz, 2 sips and bottoms up. It's definitely smooth. It's nice on the tongue. It's got a velvety taste. Definitely see the blackberry and the cherry notes. Like I said, this would be good with a piece of beef or steak. Not a big aftertaste. It's not a crazy wine, but it's pretty good. Price point's about, it's really well priced. Price point is between $5 and $8 or $9 in the grocery store, so it's not too bad there. You can find it anywhere. As far as the ranking for the review, I'm going to give it a 3.25. That's a 3.25 for Pinetti, the Red Zinfandel from Puglia in Italy. So that's a review for today. Stay tuned and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for more great wine reviews. Ciao.